Welcome, Pokemon trainers, Pokemon breeders, and Pokemon masters alike. It is time once again to continue our GenLocke challenge. Now, what is a GenLocke, you might ask? Look no further than right over here. Pretty sure it's over here. Generation Lock. It's basically, you guys have heard of a Nuzlocke already. I'm sure you have. Either way, hardcore Nuzlocke rules, multiple times in a row, subsequent Nuzlockes, and in generational order. Hence, GenLocke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are on the 6th leg with Pokemon Y. We're about halfway, 3/4 of the way through Pokemon Y, as you guys can tell. We have a pretty solid team here, an unfortunate, pretty full graveyard as well so far. But we're reaching the tail end. We're reaching the tail end of our 6th leg of the run. Now, when I first started this, I said that we would do from generations 1 to 6. But I think we will carry on for just one more generation. Just one more into Sun and Moon if we do well by the end here of Generation 6. So, without further ado, it's part number 4. Let's get on with it. Okay, so we're still in the Team Flare base. We're still in the Lysander base. We ended with beating the crap out of Lysander at the elevator at the end of the last one. We beat the 7th gym. And now we're into this, and we're fighting off against all the Team Flare antics. Now, looking at the runtime of this highlight reel, it's once again under an hour like last time. But the fact that it's still 50 minutes long, and I'm curious, how far are we really going to get in here, or how much do I showcase that I probably shouldn't have? Like, fighting off these execs, sure, but this shouldn't take us super long as far as I'm aware. So, either way, we send out Jerry up against the Manectric here. Synchronize, of course, helps with the, getting paralyzed sort of idea. But unfortunately, of course, Synchronize doesn't supersede the fact that he's an electric type. So he can't be paralyzed by an electric move, right? So we switch into Needle Boy, Earth Power, way to victory, and boom, no big deal. Level 46 Manectric, get out of here. No problem. No problem whatsoever so far. Bossa Nova grows to level 54. We got mid-50s already. We got mid-50s, and we're battling. To be fair, the execs, look, a level 48 Drapion. They're just shy of being into the 50s, so we're not, once again, over-leveled. That experience share is almost a necessity to be where we are at this point. If we just ran through the game like normal, no experience share, we'd have to do a lot more grinding. Otherwise, we'd be under-leveled by here. I guarantee you that. And now we fight against Team Flare. Brione. Wasn't that a song like years ago? Well, but it wasn't Brione. Oh yeah, Jabroni. Whatever the hell that ever meant. I never knew. I was a kid. But Jabroni. I don't know what a jaw or a brony is, but I guess I'm just not that cool. Go figure. I'm in my 30s playing Pokemon. I was not the cool kid. So we're up against a Liepard here, level 46. Once again, starting out with Jerry is usually our best bet because special defensive wall, and actually pretty good as a defensive wall. The dark typing really helps. There's nothing that's overly, and he's single typing, so there's no ×4 or anything like that. And of course, we can immediately switch out if it's a fighting type or something that we're not used to, bug. Generally, we are pretty good against the fairy types, even though they're super effective. Since they're all special attacking moves, and we specialize in special defense, it works out pretty well. In all honesty, it does work out pretty well. Oh, that's just a credit post. I just installed some thermostats for some neighbors or some friends of mine, and I just wanted to make sure that everything was copacetic. Yeah. And boom, another leftovers. I don't know why we're staying in. I guess we're just stubborn. Oh, I can't use Moonlight after the taunt. Of course I can't. So I go for the bite. Oh, we are... Like, see, I know, we're defensive. Especially defensive grade S and, defensive B+. But still, we're taking a lot of chances here. Like, that slash could have been a crit. Like... paralyzed, we can't move. Like, why am I so insistent on making sure Jerry can kick this thing's ass? I am a stubborn bitch right now. I'm just being stubborn. Oh, come on. I'm really going to risk Jerry over this shit? Really? Or I'm betting once again on the Moonlight, which... Alright, great. We're back to full and the leftovers, yada, yada, yada. But why? Why am I doing this? I guess... in the long run... I mean, no, it doesn't really matter. I don't know why I'm so insistent on that. I could have switched and won so much faster than that. I don't get why I was so insistent on Jerry, because Jerry's still paralyzed, which is a huge detriment to a defensive Pokemon, really. You like the speed of an evolution is for, once again, the speed of being an evolution. So even though he's a defensive version, having that little bit of priority generally works out. And look, here, the moment we take care of the life part, we're switching in anyway to Ankelagon because, I mean, flamethrower anybody? ×4, done like dinner. Done like Easter dinner. Which, once again, we always do a ham. I hope everybody else had a good Easter. By the time this comes out, that'll have been probably 3 weeks, a month ago. But either way, yeah. Done like Christmas turkey, I guess, or Thanksgiving turkey, because not everybody does turkey. Granted, not everybody does ham for Easter either, so I think that just comes down to traditions and all that fun jazz. I really want to experience the Latina Christmas, like with the tamales and you know, the Christmas Eve staying up till midnight stuff. I've never had a, you know, I've been a very English traditional Christmas. You wake up Christmas morning, stockings and all that stuff. You have the Christmas bird in the oven, that kind of idea. So I'd be curious. I really want to experience the differences in holidays at least once. Now we're facing off against Marble, the blue-haired exec. And of course, Jerry. We're sending out Jerry once again. Man, are we stubborn. Okay, we're immediately going to switch. Thank God, because here is some ×2 effectiveness with Earth Power Nido Boy. Let's go. Earth Powering Nido Boy. We take the, looks like a flamethrower. No big deal. Earth Power. This is going to kill in one shot. It's Stab. We have Sheer Force. We're Nido Boy. We're good to go, right? Nido Boy grew to level 56. And sends out a Weavile. Now, yeah, still, you know what? I should have switched there because I had no way of knowing that she wouldn't use something like Blizzard. You know, Ice Beam. She was definitely going to outspeed me, and anything stronger than Ice Shard would have probably killed Nido Boy from that range. Yes, we're super effective, and we could one-shot him, but against that Weavile, that was a little dangerous. So we're playing dangerous right now, because Umbreon, we played really dangerous, and now Nidoking, really dangerous. Now we have the scene with AZ. And we get the story. A terribly long time ago. Oh, this is why it's 50 minutes. I'm going to leave this whole thing in, aren't I? There was a man and a Pokemon. He loved that Pokemon very much. And my secondary screen is going to get in the way of dialogue. A war began. The man's beloved Pokemon took part in that war. I do like the music. I like the soundtrack. Several years passed. He was given a tiny box. The man wanted to bring the Pokemon back, no matter what it took. This really is a tragic story. I'm curious, so the Pokemon went to war. Clearly he was against the war, because the Pokemon split from him to join the war. Man built a machine to give the Pokemon its life back. I gotta ad-lib because I can't, see some of it. He brought his beloved Pokemon back. God damn. He literally was like, fuck, your magic and your physics and your laws of life and death. I'm bringing the Pokemon back to life. The man had suffered too much. His rage still had not subsided. Yeah, you know what? This is really tragic. I like this story. I really do. He could not forgive the world that had hurt the Pokemon he loved. He turned the machine into the ultimate weapon. Final Fantasy style up in here. Yeah, this is why it takes so long. I'm actually going to showcase the story. Yeah, next time I do, if I ever do one of these again, I am not doing it like this. I'm just going to showcase gym battles, rival battles, Elite Four. That's it. Catching a new Pokemon, sure. The man became a bringer of destruction that ended the war. Be fair, he did end the war. He did end the war. The Pokemon that was given life must have known. Aww. That the lives of many Pokemon were taken to restore its life. Equivalent exchange, now we're doing the Full Metal Alchemist shit. The resurrected Pokemon left the man. After all that shit. Poor bastard. I get why, but still. Damn. Isn't that a story? Get the key back. Should not be used again. Everything will vanish. Do you want to know unending pain? Like I have? This is AZ. He has the same name as the king that lived 3,000 years ago. For some unknown reason, he had the key to the ultimate weapon hung around his neck. Lysander, buddy, you're accepting the story that this giant-ass man, all about the ultimate weapon, it restored life to Pokemon, and you can't fathom the idea that this dude literally is that king? Like, I love how he's so smart, yet so stupid at the same time. Like, it's just painfully obvious to us. And here we go, Escanor to start us off. Crobat, get out of here. Your Steel Wing might be super effective against my Rock type, but my Crunch is about to do at least over half damage. So you can Steel Wing all you like. You're going to do moderately decent damage by the time you're done, but Crunch is going to cut you down to size. Easy peasy. Brute Root to level 55. Here comes Malamar. Now Malamar is going to take a good heavy hit from... No, alright. Psychic Dark, if I remember correctly. Psychic Dark typing. So it's neutral. Holy shit. Critical hit, of course. The attack rose. Defense rose. I don't think we're taking that risk. If the defense rose, our Crunch might not be enough. I'm going to switch out to Ankelagon here to take a hit and return one in kind. Superpower incoming. Which we're flying type, so we didn't really do much of anything even with the attack and defense rising. And we're a special attacker, so his defense up 2 stages won't matter. Flamethrower is enough, just barely probably, to do over half and kill the Malamar. So we get another W. There's another W right there. Perfect. Forget, are you supposed to do it like this or like this? Always forget. I'm at the W. Yeah, it's definitely this. Definitely that. The ultimate weapon. Blah, blah, blah. Ultimate weapon. Supreme power. Red button. Blue button. Yellow button. Green button. Black button. White button. Pink button. And then that was the battle there. And boom, we have cutscene. where the ultimate weapon comes up. So yeah, now I understand why this is, but it's probably for a reason. I probably didn't want to make some parts too short or too long, or you know, something like that, something to that degree. And oh, look at the danger, the danger. Here it comes. This crystallized ultimate flower crystal, which can apparently destroy everything. Yep. That thing looks pretty impressive, not gonna lie. And it spins too. Yep, that is one big Venus flytrap of nope. I'm glad nobody was in these houses. See those houses there? Nobody was in those. Right? And here's Lysander again. So it's Serena and I looking forward to taking it out, all our frustrations, on the man who caused all the problems, all the issues. We're not going to let you use that ultimate weapon, Lysander. We will defeat you. Did you share the Mega Ring? I mean, you can't really cut it in half, then it loses its power. He has part of a point, but he misses the main point here. Lysander's not a bad villain. In fact, a lot of people praise, what's his name, Cyrus or whatever from Diamond Pearl as this, like, mastermind. And I'm like, no, he's not. He's a big baby throwing a tantrum. He's an emo kid throwing a tantrum. And Lysander is in that same vein. They have a solid argument. They have an argument. But it's always missing the big picture, missing the big point of things, right? In fact, I think N is a much better written antagonist, because not really a villain, but an antagonist, than and has much more depth than like Cyrus or Lysander or anybody. Gen 3, we don't have time. That was just ridiculous. Yen Shao. Gone. Done with an earthquake by Escanor. In comes the Gyarados once again. And this time we're like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? See, a water type move, see, it's ice. Ice is the problem. If this thing has Ice Fang, that's gonna be times 4. But everything else would only be times 2, so Outrage would be times 2. And probably would have done quite a bit more than that. And plus, by switching into Jerry, our special defensive wall, our wall in general, he's just that kind of guy. So we're going to go for the same strategy as before by the looks of it. Things too fast. We're not looking to try to one-shot it. We're looking to tank a few hits, toxic, just slowly let it kill itself. Confused. Should be all good. Hurt by the poison, what are we gonna do? Well, we'll go for the bite, obviously. And he uses Aqua Tail. Oh, that does significantly more actually than Outrage by the looks of it. Bite did quite a bit of damage. Not gonna lie. Our leftovers is good. And that poison damage is starting to stack, but I'm kind of curious whether we should switch or Moonlight, but that Aqua Tail is kind of dangerous. So we switch out into Brute Root here. Sort of take charge, because he goes for another Aqua Tail. Oh, he hit himself with Confusion, gets himself less than half. The poison's starting to stack a little deeper. And one, you know, a Petal Blizzard from a Mega Venusaur might be enough at that range. Even though it would only be, see, it would be neutral damage. It wouldn't be not very effective. So neutral? Yeah, I think so. And Petal Blizzard, that should be plenty. Oh yeah, tons of room for error there. And the Gyarados goes down. It's the hardest thing to defeat on his team. He throws out the Pyroar against, of course, our Mega Venusaur. Smart deal. We're gonna switch probably into one of our water. Yeah, Bossa Nova. Water Rock. Fire Blast is gonna do nothing. Absolutely nothing to it. Yep. Fire Blast. Nothing. Absolutely. That was chip damage. Chip damage was better. So now we're gonna Aqua Jet because we still don't have the Waterfall, it seems. So half, which is understandable. That looked like Dark Pulse to me, but it doesn't matter because another Aqua Jet is going to take him out. Pyroar goes down. And he's got only one more left to his name. After Nita Boy grows to level 57, and it's now it's a Honchkrow, no longer the Murkrow. And now we can just use Rock Slide. We're not Smackdown anymore, we're Rock Slide, baby. And with that attack stat, we might be able to one-shot. We do one-shot the Honchkrow because of Bossa Nova's got a really good attack stat. That's really his claim to fame. He's got an attack stat, great move pool, and it's stab. Stab rock. So, 100%. We beat Lysander another time. So even though we beat Lysander, he's still like, well, you beat me once. You beat me twice. I'm still going to go ahead with my super evil master plan. So winning the Pokemon battles effectively has so far done nothing. So we get there in full 3D HD. Look at us. We're actually the size of a teenager. Or 10 or 11. He's too tall to be a friggin' 10-year-old, I'm just saying. And we wake up Yveltal, who once again, Pokedex entries, you either take them all seriously or take none of them seriously because apparently one flap of this dude's arms and all life ceases to exist. So, yeah, call me crazy, but I'm pretty sure, you know, he wakes up, lets out that mighty roar, and that looks like a flap to me. So, did he destroy all life yet? No? Okay, so once again, we gotta take Pokedex entries with a bit of a grain of salt. Especially those Sinnoh ones. It is said, legends, the mythology. Yeah, we get it. We got a bunch of religious crazy people saying that these guys are gods. You know. Alright, so boom. Up against Yveltal. And Master Ball time. Once again, we can't use Yveltal because he's scripted capture, so we don't count it. See, that's why I preferred back in the first 3 gens. Things were semi-scripted, but not to the level, like certainly not in Gen 2. You didn't need to go get Lugia. If you managed to go get Lugia in a Nuzlocke, good for you, right? Same with the legendary birds, the dogs, anything like that. It was all fair game. But yeah, no, we do not add Yveltal to our party. G-Meister, you're amazing! Yeah, I know. And in comes... I feel like Star Trek executives are going to sue somebody for this, but what do I know? And it's like, alright, we already beat... Yeah, like, she's just calling out facts. Like, we beat you when we entered the base. We beat you here at the end of the base after we kicked the rest of your team's ass. Now we've caught the legendary Pokemon, and you still are like, no, I'm going to fight you a third time. Like, no. How about I just say no? No. Stop being a sore loser. You don't get a third attempt to beat me. You just don't. That'd be fun. So here we go. The Minshao against our Ancalagon the Black. It's flamethrower time, baby. I could have used fly, but fuck it. Flamethrower should do it. Yeah. Special attack, stab, it's flamethrower, and it's Ancalagon. I got 4 reasons as to why. 4 damn reasons. I mean, I like 4 reasons. And in comes the Pyroar because of the, obviously, the fire type advantage or disadvantage, whichever way you want to look at it. I could have went for Ancient Power here, but I decided, you know, let's try the Dragon Pulse and just see how much damage. And it does about half, so I'm like, yeah, they're over half. I'm like, alright, a second Dragon Pulse will take this guy out. I don't need to switch for shit. So then, boom, Pyro goes down to 2 Dragon Pulses. Flamethrower and 2 Dragon Pulses. That's 2 out of 4 down. Pulls out the Honchkrow. Really doesn't want to use that Gyarados to the very end, does he? This is where we ancient power, baby. Which times 2 effective. It's not stab, but enough to get rid of the Honchkrow. Boom, we're almost level 60. And in comes the Gyarados, who immediately we know is going to Mega into a Water Dark type. So this is actually going to make going into Mega Venusaur that much better. Jump into the Venusaur. The Mega Ring activates. Mega Gyarados. Gyarados Digivolve to Mega Gyarados. Who hits me with an Aqua Tail for some hefty damage there. We're going to Mega up and go for the Leech. Come on, just go for the Petal Blizzard, man. I guess I'm just there just in case we have to switch out in case he does something crazy. Because he has moves outside of water type moves. Next move is going to be like an Outrage or something. We might survive more than one. He dodges the Leech Seed, goes for the Outrage like I thought, and does significant enough damage for me to be scared. But I still bet on it, go for the Leech Seed, which, yeah, a little dangerous. Because still, I'm not going to get the health back until after this hit. 3 HP. That was stupid of yours truly. I could have went for the Petal Blizzard and probably one-shot this thing. Even in Mega form, I'm a Mega Venusaur. Petal Blizzard's amazing. I should have just done that. Anyways, I switch out, thankfully, but to lose our viability here. Jerry jumps into the mix. Because he can tank just about anything. He is our wall, he is our tank. And yeah, he's still tanking shit. That only did it roughly, 65 odd damage. And now we get between the leftovers and the Leech Seed. We're back up to about 150. Yeah, 157. So we can handle this. It's time to Toxic up. Hits the Confusion. That's excellent. Oh, we went for Moonlight. Why did we go for Moonlight? I must have misclicked that, honestly. There was no reason for me to do that. So I did misclick, because now the Leech Seed is worthless. And I mean, it's still taking away HP from Gyarados, so this time I'm like, okay, I'm not going to screw up. I do that a few times. Sometimes the controller input, I'm going too fast, so that Aqua Tail still does pretty hefty damage there. We get the Toxic up. Of course, we're going to Leftovers and Leech Seed. There's nothing this Mega Gyarados is going to be able to do to weaken Jerry enough at this point. And even if he gets me to a point where I'm like, yeah, I'm a little concerned, I always have Moonlight. Because I'm already up to, you know, he's down to the yellow. I'm still at 150 with all this. I go for the Moonlight right here instead of going for the Bite. He gets hit by the Confusion. I hit the Moonlight. Leech Seed and Toxic, it's over. So I'm back up. The Leech Seed takes HP from Gyarados, and just that little bit of Toxic left. Just the stacking damage, Confusion, Toxic, Leech Seed. I don't really got to do anything. And boom, Mega Gyarados goes down like a bitch. And this guy is as frustrated as most people I play against when I use Jerry. He's just like, God damn it, enough with your stalling toxic bullshit. You know, before toxic meant toxic, right? Back when it was just a Pokemon term. Like, stop with your toxic, your Leech Seed, your stacking. All you're going to do is just wall me. He's just grateful. You know what he should be grateful for? That I don't have a Wish sort of like I have Moonlight instead, but I don't have Protect. Because then it's a lot more fun. Then it's a lot more fun to stall bitches out. I've had like 63, 84 turn games where it's just me stalling, and eventually they die. Get enough PP going, you're good to go for a while. I'm just like, yes, even though I'm mad and threw my controller like a 9-year-old child. Or a 20-something adult, because we still throw our controllers when the game makes us lose. nonetheless. So he was like, I don't care about that. I will succeed. Okay, man. You do you. Except don't do you, because you're about to launch an atomic bomb. Please don't do that. Please don't hurt my beloved Pokemon. And... that doesn't look good. He just shot a hyper beam into space. Now it's coming back down. Boom! It's gonna blow itself up. Okay, he blew up the ultimate weapon. Still, that, like, I hope nobody was in Geo Senjin Town or whatever it's called. Geo whatever. It's a pun on, like, it's a rock town. So rocks. Geology, right? But still, okay, so ultimate weapon went down. I don't know. Did he do that on purpose or... I don't know. Yeah, we're all safe. No thanks to you. Where were these Dex veterans when like the world was in danger? Like, seriously. It's like these guys get off on saving the world one time and then it's like, okay, we got to leave it to the next 10-year-old. I did it at 10. It's I'm now 13. Some other 10-year-old's got to take care of it. The world can go to hell. I'm a 13-year-old. I have no power anymore. And then Serena's like, you know, I have so much respect for you as a friend. Being shot down by Serena. This is so sad. Just being completely shut down. And here comes AZ. Hey Zed, how you doing? Now people call him AZ, but once again, I speak proper English, so I don't know. His name probably is AZ, and if it's his name, that's different. If that's how it's supposed to be pronounced in Japanese, I'll take it. Just like Dragon Ball Z. It's not Dragon Ball Z, it's Dragon Ball Z, because that's the name of the show. But the letter Z is still pronounced Z, used in other contexts, so... And he's like, ah, man, I really want to find that Pokemon. The ultimate weapon's destroyed. I've been waiting 3,000 years. Where the hell is my friend? To be fair, the poor man did suffer. And he ended the war in a rage fit, but he still ended the war. How much longer would that war have gone on if he didn't blow shit up? You know? There's an argument for that for a lot of wars. So you go back in history and look at the major event that basically ended wars. It's usually a devastating, catastrophic event. You know, atomic bombing, anybody? You know, things like that happen. So we throw a quick ball here at the Torkoal. It doesn't capture. So close, not quite. We're here clearly on our way to the 8th gym. Or we're on the Elite Four route or something. We still haven't beaten the 8th gym yet. We did all the Team Flare shit. We saw all the fun jazz in between. Throw another quick ball. This time we catch the Torkoal. I always like Torkoal. I think Torkoal's cooler than Camerupt. So whenever I had the opportunity, I used Torkoal on my team. If I didn't have a Blaziken, I used Torkoal when I played like Ruby, Sapphire, that kind of idea, right? I always thought Torkoal was just really cool. Just a one-stage cool turtle fire Pokemon. Alright. Cooler than Slugma Macargo from this gen before, right? And Magby. Yeah, we had the option to Magby. Yeah, that wasn't so hot. That wasn't so great. Who else was a fire type in Gen 2? Is that the only one in it? Well, Houndour, Houndoom, but you didn't get Houndour until you got halfway through Kanto, so... that was a pain too. So Torkoal we name Leonardo. Leonardo the Turtle. Oh, I get it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hairs in a half shell. Torkoal power. I get what I did there. Though, he was a fire... I mean, Leonardo's my favorite, but I probably should have called him Raphael. Fire, Rage, Red. All sort of going there. Now it's Professor Sycamore comes to greet us here in, it looks like to be the final town. And now he's going to battle us. With level 50, I assume, Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. I remember he fights us with the evolved Kanto starters. I'm assuming they're probably level 50. I doubt they're level 60, but just a nice, even 50. And Professor Sycamore says, Pokemon, go! Venusaur. I wonder if he can use Mega Evolution. We send out Escanor. Yeah, level 50. Alright, baby. Bring it on with an Earthquake. Which should be neutral. Yeah, neutral. Does about half. A Worry Seed. Worry Seed, what's that do? It lowers... Oh, it takes away my Strong Jaw for Insomnia. Well, thankfully, Earthquake isn't affected by Strong Jaw, so it doesn't matter. Earthquake's going to take care of Venusaur. That's 1 down and another kill for Escanor. And Caligon is now 61 at this point. Okay, so now we're looking... We've already passed the 50s. We're looking at the 60s. Blastoise time. Blastoise coming in against Escanor, and I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna chance it. He might have Ice Beam or something that could really spell disaster for us. Let's go. Our own Kanto starter, Brute Roots. And he raises his defense. Alright, let's go. So I'm going to Mega a Petal Blizzard. Mega Evolution time. Venusaur Digivolve to Mega Venusaur. Petal Blizzard time. Did not, I mean the defense is up and stuff. No, that's a Petal Blizzard's physical, right? Petal Blizzard physical? Either way, that was impressive as hell. Regardless that Petal Blizzard took two to do that. His whatever stat he's got must not be that high. In comes the Charizard. We could probably stay in for 1 attack, but I just don't want to chance it, so I go into Nidoboy. Not Bossa Nova, but Nidoboy. Odd pick, but then I'm thinking I got Surf and Thunderbolt. I got 2 options here. And what is he going to be able to do? Wing attack? Yeah, it does about 30 damage. We can go for a Thunderbolt and do some heavy damage there. Boom, yeah, with the Sheer Force. That extra little bit of damage. Nidoboy officially into the 60s. Let's go. And we defeat Professor Sycamore. Pretty good, that. I'm happy with that. Yeah, let's go us. Okay, so now we've beaten Sycamore. Professor Sycamore, sorry. Doctor. I wonder if they're considered doctors. As a professor, to be a professor, you need to have a doctorate, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. Maybe some professors don't need to be doctor. I suppose you wouldn't need to be a doctor to be like a literary professor. Anyways. Alright, so we're now going to battle. It's rival battle time. So we fought against Sycamore, our professor, and now we're going to fight off against Shauna. Not Serena this time, which we'll still fight against Serena eventually, but now it's Escanor versus Delcatty, 3 Pokemon. Fairy typing, I'm assuming, so why are we going for Dragon Claw? Can't be Fairy typing. Delcatty did not become a partial Fairy type? That's weird. That's weird to me. Like, don't get much more Fairy than that. And in comes a Goodra. Damn, got the Dragon of the region. Good for her. A Delcatty and a Goodra? Let's go. Like, I'm 100% there for that one. You know, if she had more Pokemon, this would be a pretty impressive team. And a Greninja. Yeah, this would be a very impressive team. Like, 3 out of 3, 100%. I'm there for it. So, he is Water Dark, I believe. So, we are going to... Well, whatever he's going to do first. Looks like Agility. Evasive Agility. That wasn't Agility, that was... Double Team? Seems to be. But either way, Dragon Claw, double Dragon Claw, and he's out of there. He's out of there. There goes the Greninja. Boom, Escanor sweeps Shauna's team. Which, once again, a little understandable. She's a lover, not a fighter, right? Like, that's just her deal. She's more interested in being, you know, friends with all Pokemon and stuff like that. You know, she's not all about the battling and stuff like that, right? And here we go. Oh, it's the other two. It's Trevor and Torino. Okay. Oh, can we have a Pokemon battle? Oh. You imagine if, like, I had actually struggled there, and now we were thrown into this battle, like, right afterwards. And I mean, without, like, full HP or anything like that. And now a Talonflame starting off once again. Solid. These guys, if they had 6 Pokemon teams, it'd be something. Swords Dance. Smart move. And Head Smash was avoided. Goddamn. Acrobatics. You know what? That's twice it missed. Another Acrobatics. He deserves this. He deserves the hits. And a Head Smash for an easy kill. Of course it's going to do. A Head Smash is definitely going to win it. And we take a massive amount of recoil damage for that we weren't expecting to take because of all of those acrobatics. Now in jumps a Roserade, so at this point I'm like, screw it, I actually do have to switch out. You know, I can't just one-shot everything with Escanor. He does have his weaknesses, and using Head Smash after getting their ass kicked by a Talonflame, well, that's part of it. So it's Petal Dance time, but against and Caligan it's going to do, you know, 12 damage, 15 damage, whatever it does. Flamethrower is going to instantly kill the Roserade. I doubt it can survive it. And it, of course, doesn't. We're over 10 levels higher. So. And then in comes a Crawdon. Once again, look at these teams. These teams are solid. I would use every single one of the Pokemon I've seen thus far. So from a Crawdon, I decided to switch out into Brute Root. Do an easy... Oh, he goes for the Crab Hammer, misses. We go for the Petal Blizzard while not Mega Evolving because I'm pretty sure I can one-shot him regardless. Yeah, that Blastoise was an exception, not the rule. Petal Blizzard for the W. And Torino goes down, but once again, Shona, Torino, both of them being just all about the Pokemon spirit and friendly and all about that stuff, not being veterans or Pokemon battlers or anything like that. I mean, good for them. And now it's your turn. Oh, follow the crowd. Boom. So now we gotta go off against Trevor too. So this is actually 9 Pokemon in a row, though he does heal us up. So, and I miss my Copper. So. I won't say this is a terrible choice either. Raichu is a very viable, good Pokemon. Not against, you know, a giant Tyrannosaurus that is Earthquake, but still a very good Pokemon. And Escanor grows to level 60 as well. Let's go. That's pretty cool. Must have waited a while there. Must have been like a bathroom break or something like that. Because I saw the fade in, but nothing had changed, so I must have been waiting a while. Florges, I love. My first Florges, I believe, was a pink. Had the pink roses. And I actually had a shiny one that was orange and purple. Orange and purple shiny. I don't think I have them anymore. But I did. Oh, goddamn. That Moonblast did a lot. I don't know why I'm betting on this, but okay. Earthquake. We do take the W for that, but still, goddamn. And then comes an Aerodactyl. Once again, so all 9 of these Pokemon I would have on my team. I would use none of them a slouch. 100%. And now Needleboy versus Aerodactyl. The King versus the Fossil. Ancient Power, you got nothing. You don't give the boost, so we can Thunderbolt or Surf. It doesn't matter. We're going to Thunderbolt. He goes for the Sky Drop. Two-turn move. It didn't do that much damage, and our Thunderbolt's going to do a lot. In fact, it's going to do enough to kill because, once again, Thunderbolt over Surf when we have the option, because not only is the attack power slightly better, but with sheer force activated, neither one is stab. It's just going to do more damage overall. So we beat all 3 rivals. This is probably the last time I'm going to assume that we fight any of these 3, but we beat all the subsequent rivals, and now we only have Serena left. So I'm training with the Mega Evolution Guru. There we go. Went on a journey and made great friends. I mean, good for you. Like, the wholesomeness of the Pokemon games cannot be denied. And we finally get Waterfall so we can teach it to Bossa Nova as his main water move. It's the physical version of it, right? So there we go. And now we're about to enter the 8th gym. We decided to start off with Bossa Nova by the looks of it. Let's go forth and do the final gym. Snowbell City Gym. Alright, Snowbell. Bell with an E on the end. Does that mean Bella? Because it wouldn't mean Bella, it'd be an A. So, Belle? I don't know. And I think I forgot how this gym works, so you guys are going to have to give me a minute. That or I quickly just, once I battle the trainers, I probably jump between them so it's not so long. Because I remember struggling with this. I do remember not remembering how to get out of this, you know, the turn wheels and stuff like that. So it's an ice type gym. Smart of us to go for the water, but still the rock. So we're just neutral. We're neutral damage. But we have the advantage of rock slide. Doing heavy damage here. And these gym, look at these gym trainers. Mid-50s. So us, once again, being just hitting the 60s at this point, puts us only 4 to 5 levels higher. In a Cloyster. Launching spikes. As long as we don't switch out, it won't matter. Another rock slide for a W. Come on. Oh, not enough. Okay, so at this point, it's like, do we just go for a crunch? No, we're going to take the beam. Which I don't understand. Does that mean ice? So, what I took from this is that I'm still scared of the water aspect that a lot of these ice types will have, but that ice is not going to affect the rock type because, of course, it's neutral because rock is super effective against it. Ice isn't super effective against rock. So, it's actually not very effective. It might be not very effective times. No, I don't think rock is... Huh, I gotta check my type charts again. Because we're definitely ice. Ice is not very effective against water typing. Is it not very effective against rock as well, or is it neutral to rock? So ice is super effective against ground. I think it's neutral to rock. Anyway, we got the present, and it actually restored our HP. Thank you, Delibird. Take this ×4 hit for being a flying, I believe he's flying type, flying ice type Delibird. Pretty sure he is. And in comes Mamoswine. Level 55 Mamoswine. That earthquake is looking scurry. Whatever he's going to use, earth power, earthquake, whatever it is, it's going to be a ground type move. It's going to scare me. So I'm switching out to a flying type, right? Yep. And what's he going to do? Earthquake. Yep. I was right to switch. Flamethrower time, baby. ×2 on the Mamoswine. It's enough to kill in one hit. One big hit being, you know, half a, 8 levels higher-ish. Yeah, I am actually full. I'm level 63 there, and Caligon being our strongest and stuff like that. So, okay, so we beat those 2 trainers in the gym. And this is where we start trying to figure shit out. I'm like, but I need... Yeah. So at this point, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Then I realize, oh, I know what I need to be doing versus what I should be doing. So, right, we need to do this so that we can get the pink, blue, yeah. I messed this up a few times. There we go. I've got it where I want it for that. Now I just need to move the pink so I can walk across the pink onto the blue. And I think I figured this out. Because clearly I'm showing you guys that I'm pausing here and trying to figure this out. I'm like, am I this stupid? Am I really this stupid? I'm like, maybe? Maybe I am? Then I finally recognize, okay, maybe that's not the one. This is the one. And there we go. Now I've started to use the old kidneys again, right? So now we have a couple more trainers to fight, but they're not going to be much of a big deal. And by the looks of the runtime here, we're only going to get to the end of the 8th gym, and there's going to be another part. Obviously, because we're, over 40 minutes into this. So, we still have an entire Elite Four to do, plus the champion. Plus, I'm sure we got to battle our rival one more time. And see, that's what weirds me out right there. That super effectiveness, that ice shard attack. I'm like, wait a minute, but I'm water rock. So at the best, it would be neutral. Even if it was times 2. So I'm totally confused over the sounds of super effective versus it's reminded me of the old glitch of the old games where it was like, oh, this is super effective. It's not actually super effective. It says it is. It makes a sound effect. But as far as the actual calculations go in game, it's not really. So boom, flamethrower. Once again, I'm probably talking out my ass here because I don't remember the type charting for this whatsoever. I'll have to just go back and review the footage one day and be like, okay, why did this ice move not do super effective and this one did against the same Pokemon? Either way, a Jinx comes out and we flamethrower the Jinx, take care of business. With all 200 HP of Ancalagon. Now it's like, alright. This is all looking okay. So now what do? Well, I battle the last trainer, of course. And then it's just the gym leader, as I said. Ace trainer Theo. One of my favorite Gen 5 Pokemon that unfortunately can't learn Surf. I think that a polar bear, when polar bears can swim, this motherfucker should know how to surf. And if he did, he'd be my go-to choice from Gen 5. I would have worked my ass off to use one of these guys. So cool. So Rock Slide times 2, super effective. He goes down, Jared gains a level. Then he brings in the Ice Cream Cone. And against the Vanilla Ice Cream Cone, we look at the Hail and we're like, yeah, okay. Started to hail. Rock Slide. Should one-shot. And it does. Boom. Goes down. Bossa Nova cleaning up easily in this gym. It's all too easy. All too easy. So now all we gotta do is figure out how to get the green on the green, the yellow on the yellow. Alright, we've activated the yellow where we want it. Now we just need the green to cooperate just one time. And then we'll be at the gym leader. Nope, that's not cooperating. And how about this? That's not cooperating either. How about this? That cooperates. Let's go. So the first time we struggled with the puzzle, the second time, not so much. And boom, we're up for the final gym leader. I believe his name is Wolfric. What a great name. Is his name Wolfric or Wolfgar? If it's Wolfgar, it's from the Driz novels, and I love it. What is his name again? Let's see. Depending on what moves. Alright, so he just jumps right into it. He's like, ice types are awesome. We're gonna fight. I love it. He smacks his beer gut like, let's go, bitch. Wolfric. Yeah, it's Wolfric. Okay, Wolfric's, he's got that dad bod going. He's like, yeah, I've been in the Pokemon world for 68 years. And trust me, nothing beats my Abominous Snow, bitch. No warning against Ancalagon, and I'm like, yeah, okay. First off, this is going to be ×4, and it's going to be really sad. Yeah. About that. And then he's going to, oh, the hail hurt us, and it's like, oh shit, well, that sucks. Then he brings out a giant crystal snowflake, which I melt. And it's like, okay. So you brought out the abominable snowman, who's times 4 weak to me. Then you brought out a giant snowflake. Made it a crystal, but still, giant snowflake. Then, your third Pokemon is, okay, this thing is weird. I still don't get this Pokemon's design, but he does look kind of cool, not gonna lie. Nonetheless, he's not really any match for Flamethrower, so yeah. About that, right? So here we go. And we win the badge pretty handily right there. And so no losses. No losses, thank everything. We don't add to our graveyard. We get Ice Beam out of this. It's like, yeah, Gym Leader TMs should be good. Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, let's go. Gen 6 knew what they were doing. And yeah, now it's like, okay, we are ready to go. So he swaps all the stuff all as one thing, and boom, 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 boom. Looks so cool, you know. So now we get the crazy ice ramp thing that we get to, woohoo! Right? That's pretty cool. And anyways, so that is the end of our highlights, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the highlights. So now, obviously, we have one more part to do at the very least. We got one more part. We only managed in this part because of all the cutscenes we watched and stuff. And I don't know why I cut that in. I think I just liked the story or something. So sorry if you guys were bored by that part. I don't know what I was thinking when I made that highlight reel. I should have just kept it. I probably could have crunched. Well, it depends. It depends on how much story elements I actually put into the last part. We'll check the runtime, because maybe I thought, okay, do I do 2 30-minute ones? Like, when do I cut it? You know what I mean? Because the last thing, I try to make them all around an hour, right? I try to crunch time and make everything worth about an hour's worth. If it's not, the end part, I try to make it extended to at least 45 minutes. And if it's going to be less than half an hour, then I try to bulk up, you know, the part before it, and etc., etc. So, but yeah, we did defeat the 8th gym. So obviously, what's left? Well, we beat Team Flare. We beat the gym leaders. Time to kick ass in Victory Road, on the road to Victory Road. I'm on the road to the victory. I'm on the road to Viridian City, except it's Kalos region, so it's not pretty. Anyways, point is that, yep, we are one part away from seeing how successful or not successful we are. And then, potentially, assuming that we don't lose the entire team, we start Sun and Moon. Who with? Which version do we play? What perks do we give them? It all depends. We'll have to wait and see on the last part of our GenLocke for run leg number 6. 6th leg generation lock challenge. Looking forward to the next part, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as always. And what do you think of our team? Do you think we got what it takes to win with this team? I think we do. So, but just wait to find out in the next part. See you back here next time. Have a good one, everybody. Sayonara.